Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the very first episode of From Indy to Immortal. I am your host, the media maverick, Mike Weldon, and to my right,
Just Jay. Yes, not a cool, crazy name. Just Jay.
and we are very pleased to welcome our very first guest, Tennessee's own native son. No one trains harder.
yes.
Ah,
Tyler Shoop.
thanks
Yes.
for having me on, guys.
Yes. It's an honor.
Oh,
Seriously. Thank you.
man. What is the shirt you got on? Is that a Gold's Gym shirt?
It's a Gold's Gym shirt. It's no, one of my wardrobe consists of a lot of Gold's Gym. I got some Land Shark. I got a lot of tanks. I got a lot of Nike. Yeah, mostly gym shirts. I don't have a ton of button downs or button ups. I don't wear ties a ton.
Well,
It's very rare that
I
I wear sleeves even. So y'all are welcome for. I got dressed up tonight. You could say.
I don't think I've ever seen you with a shirt on.
Hey, honestly,
I think this is the first time.
A gym shirt sounds appropriate. A gym shirt does sound appropriate for the man that trains harder.
no doubt.
Harda. Yeah. You gotta. So
I'm gonna toss it to just Jay. I'm gonna let you get the first crack at the first question on the first
Question.
episode.
yeah. So what I normally do, if you see me kind of look off, I read my questions because I don't know them by heart because I have so much that goes on. But anyway, so my first question to you is: once you decided you wanted to try wrestling, what was the first step you took to make it real?
There's a couple big steps. The first real step I took was finding out how the hell I'm going to become a wrestler. How the heck I'm going to become a wrestler. Sorry, excuse my language.
You can cuss.
Okay. How the heck am I going to become a wrestler? So the way I did that was searching how to get trained to be a professional wrestler. And what I saw was a ton of options around the country, but the one that jumped out to me the most was in Knoxville, Tennessee, the Jacobs Pritchard Wrestling Academy, head coach ran by Glenn Jacobs, aka Kane, but the head coach of Dr. Tom Pritchard, who was a former wrestler himself, trained some of the best wrestlers of all time, Kurt Angle, The Rock, had a ton of his fingerprints on the WWE that I grew up watching. So I knew that Dr. Tom was the right trainer, the right person for me to build my foundation under. And after that, I just kind of committed to the routine. And ever since then, I've been wrestling my ass off every weekend.
That's awesome.
Okay, so from what I do my research. Forgive me, I'm a researcher. I always try to know my guests. So
I appreciate it.
you come from playing. I know you used to play college football at Penn State. What made you decide to pursue professional wrestling instead of a potential career in football?
I grew up in a football family. My dad's a college football coach. He's at Vanderbilt right now in Nashville. My brother is a college football coach at Ole Miss. Football is kind of all I ever was brought up on. But I moved around a ton because my dad was getting opportunities at different places to coach. So I never really had a team that I kind of was married to and that I fell in love with, the team individually. I just thought of it as kind of a business. But wrestling was always there for me. No matter where I was growing up, I always was able to follow wrestling, and that was a consistent thing for me no matter where I was living. And I knew that I was privileged enough to be a high enough level athlete to go play at Penn State, but I knew the NFL probably wasn't going to be for me. So I took advantage of the opportunity to play at the highest level. I took all the benefits of playing Division I football at Penn State. We won a Big Ten championship. We went to the Rose Bowl, went to the Fiesta Bowl, got to play with a ton of players that are in the NFL right now. But I knew that my time playing football was up. So once I was done with that, I decided to move to Knoxville, and that's when I started training with Dr. Tom.
Okay, that's an awesome journey.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome, man. No regrets at all. I mean, I wish sometimes I started wrestling earlier at an earlier age, but I have no regrets. I mean, I'm so thankful for the opportunities football has brought me and my family.
That's awesome. So, what was your first time stepping into a wrestling school or training ring like? Was it like what you imagined? Like when you first got in, was it something like, okay, this is harder than I thought, or,
I'm a pretty natural athlete, so all that kind of came easy to me. It was surreal for sure. I mean, that's one thing. Like everyone kind of grows up going to basketball courts, walking on soccer, football fields, being around ice rinks. But a wrestling ring, you don't see that very often. So stepping in the wrestling ring for the first time is kind of a privilege. I mean, it's kind of a very unique opportunity that not everyone, especially not fans, get to do in their lifetime. So the first time you get to do it, it is pretty cool. You hear the story all the time. The ropes certainly do not feel good. Your back will bruise up those first couple weeks of training, hitting the ropes. They do not feel good, but it kind of, you develop a callus for that eventually.
And you can tell for sure. I mean, every match I've ever seen, man, you're flawless. I mean, I haven't seen you botch any. I've seen you wrestle a couple of guys, several guys that have botched several times, but you, man, you're flawless. Every time I watch a match, I just wanted to say that while you're talking about that. So
thank you, man. I try to take it very seriously to try to make sure that I perfect my craft in the ring. I appreciate you acknowledging that.
For sure. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So I want to ask you a question. Talk about your AEW Dynamite appearance. What was it like working on that platform and facing someone like Hangman Adam Page?
Oh yeah,
that's you hear that, and it's about as big opportunity as it sounds. I mean, that was my national television debut a little over a year ago in January 2025 on AEW Dynamite, and it lasted about 19 seconds. So obviously, it was super cool seeing myself on the national screen. Getting the big opportunity on the biggest stage, but more than anything, it left me hungry. Like I kind of want more than that when I go back to AEW. My next time I step in an AEW ring, I want a victory. I know now. I mean, Hangman got it. He came at me pretty quick with that boot. I wasn't ready, but I know to be ready for anything now. And if I get another opportunity to step back in that ring, I'm surely going to make an impact in AEW.
Well, all right. Jay, before I toss it back to you, this also has to talk about the question. During that segment, I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tyler, but wasn't MJF also involved in that segment too?
Well, I hate making excuses. I don't make excuses for myself, but I was told I was wrestling Hangman Adam Page. Next thing I know, MJF's music comes out. He tells me to get the hell out of his ring, which, hey, man, I mean, I'm just there for I'm one-day talent. MJF's one of the top guys there. I'm going to be cool. I'm going to get out of his ring. I'm going to let him talk. Threw me off a little bit. I was ready to fight. Hey, I have a specific warm-up that I go through to time up perfectly for the ring, for the bell, which was delayed slightly, but it's okay. It's okay. I know that. And one day we might share the ring again. I don't think that story's quite over yet.
Okay.
So I'm wondering, was there any moments like early on in your career where you were like, am I really cut out for this, or like wanted to give up? Like did you have any moments where you wanted to give up and didn't want to do it, but like what kept you going?
I would say I learned pretty quickly that I was built for this, to be honest.
I could tell. Yeah, you gotta answer
that. There's never a moment where I was like, I don't know if I should be a wrestler. Like I said, I'm pretty athletically gifted, so pretty quickly I picked up on a lot of things in the ring. And just allowing me to have a platform to speak and really kind of show my personality and shine and show some energy. I love competing in front of people. It really brings out the best in me, and I try to show that energy every time I come out the curtain, how excited I am to get to compete. And I would say there was never a point where I was like, nah, I don't think this is for me. I think very quickly I learned, wow, I was born to do this, man.
And you can tell, man. I mean, that's like I said before, like you just said, every time I've been seeing you in, CCW and probably 10 other places, but every time, man, every time. I mean, every time you've come out, you give 100%. I mean, you leave the ring 100%.
It's just fun. I have so much fun doing it. Like someone told me early on, that's the secret ingredient is having fun.
Enjoy it.
And yeah.
And that's what, I had a guy, which I asked a stupid question one time to a guy, and I already knew the answer. You've got to be a fan. Like somebody came up to me and asked me, "Are the wrestlers fans?" And I was like, "Well, would you beat yourself up every day for a little bit of money for something if you didn't like it?" So like,
nope.
And that's another reason that I want to do this. Like, they don't see what you guys have to do on the outside.
Yep, you gotta love this stuff, man. You gotta love it because the people can see through it if you don't.
For sure. And you can, and like I said, every time I've ever seen you, it's been flawless every time. So
appreciate it.
Yeah. But
keeping that up.
Yeah, for sure, man. I can't wait to see you Saturday too. I'll be there Saturday.
Fired up.
Dude, that's going to be a hell of a match. Oh my God.
I'm looking forward to wrestling Elijah Drago, man. I am no stranger to Elijah Drago.
Dude, it's going to be half line.
I talk about being a big time athlete, being built like a superstar. Elijah Drago encapsulates everything that you want in a prototypical professional wrestler, man. I'm so fired up to mix it up with him. He's beaten me before, but I've beaten him too. So we never wrestled in Nashville. I beat him when in the big crowd in Georgia. We had at one fall, we had probably about 500 to 800 people in a high school gym. They had no one in that building kind of thought I had a shot against Elijah Drago, and I beat him. In Nashville, Tennessee,
Man,
everyone in that building thinks I got a shot. There's no one who's like,
you got it.
Shoot. That's what I'm saying. I got the people behind me now.
He's coming to your house, baby. This is your house. Yep. This is home.
Saturday night's going to be rocking. CCW is going to be rocking. We got a ton of great matches Saturday. I'm fired up.
Dude,
we always deliver, man.
Yes, it's going to be an awesome night.
I look forward to that third Saturday every week or every month, man.
Me too.
CCW shows are always rocking.
They are. They're always good shows for sure. So sorry, Michael. I'll get sidetracked, man.
No, you're good. Actually, I was gonna carry on the conversation. You were supposed to face Jake Painter originally this Saturday, correct?
I was.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen your social media. You keep saying all these wrestlers are making excuses to not face Tyler Shoop.
Yeah, and
that's what it is.
I'm a little confused too. I mean, that's the second time now. Jake Painter was advertised to face me in November too, and I have no problem with Jake. I mean, he's the back-breaking artist, so he had a chance at a masterpiece. Have you seen my traps? Have you seen my lats?
Mm-hmm.
I'm shredded. He had a chance at an absolute masterpiece. If he could snap my back, he could talk about this one for ages. They'll remember him down in history for ages. But he's afraid. He knew deep down he couldn't snap me. He couldn't snap me. Bend don't break. Bend don't break.
Exactly. That's right. Bend don't break. I like that. I like that. That's awesome.
So my question, following up with that, like, you're known as the man that trains harder. What does your training regimen look like on a typical week?
Oh, Lord.
Do you ever allow yourself like a cheat day or a cheat meal?
No, there's not really any opportunity for a cheat meal because usually I wake up in the morning very early, get in the sauna, do some cardio. After that, I'm a strength coach as well, so I'll train some of my clients. I'll make sure that they're chasing after their goals, getting after it in the morning. Then I'll hit the weight room, get some heavy weights in, do some more cardio, do some more conditioning, and then I'll watch some more film. I'll watch film. I like to eat 4 big meals a day, a lot of protein. I try not to eat like crap. I try not to eat Buc-ee's. I don't drink soda. I've never had chocolate in my life. I think anyone who thinks chocolate tastes good is a liar.
All PMSing women. All of them.
They're just very, very strict and very committed to the routine. I eat the same thing every day. I have the same workout regimen. I try not to lift on days that I have matches because I don't want to exert too much, but I'm still making sure that I'm eating right. So that's kind of what I mean when I don't really have an opportunity for a cheat day. Is I don't really have a ton of days off. I'm either training to kick somebody's ass or I'm kicking somebody's ass. You might say my cheat day is I'll put down some beers after I whoop somebody's ass on a Saturday night. So
I'll take it.
Yeah, that's my cheat. Is I like to drink some beers after I win a match after victory.
That's good carbs. That's good carbs to put back in.
Totally.
Winning carbs.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna say this and I'll pass it back to you, Jay. I know you and another good friend that I follow that also works CCW shows. The Code. Y'all are the Colby Collar.
Colby, yeah.
Code.
Y'all are in some of the best shape I've seen. Like
the Code is awesome, man. Colby and I have, since I've been at CCW, he was one of the first guys to kind of welcome me into the locker room, be a good friend of mine. I talk to him a couple times a week. We still send each other messages back and forth. He hasn't been at CCW in a while, but he's holding it down the block at Pro Wrestling Symphony. He's the champion there, so shout out to him. I'd love to make a stop in over there, say what's up to him, beat somebody's ass, and I don't know, maybe climb the leaderboards over there and come after that Pro Wrestling Symphony championship one day. But right now, Colby's holding it down. I'm happy for him. He's the man. There's a ton of people in wrestling that you hear about. Oh, he's a good guy. Colby's one of the most genuinely good guys, good people I've met in wrestling.
You brought up PWS. I know you also work for another promotion that I go to a lot, PWE. They run shows a lot I go to. Like, are you planning on making a trip back there anytime soon?
PWE?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to. You know why? Because I've wrestled there for 3 years and I've never won a match.
No. You've never won a match there?
I have never won a match at PWE.
I saw you carried out by high school kids.
No, I got carried out by the police.
Was it the police? I thought it was high school
It was the
kids.
police.
Police. You were at the high school
That's
kids.
one of my.
That's
one of the 2 nights I got carried out by the police. From somewhere in 2025. But yes.
Yeah.
No, I have never won a match at PWE.
What?
I keep getting screwed. I keep getting screwed. I get Adrian Thomas who hits me with some nunchucks. I get some tall freaks. Ben Bishop he brings into town out of nowhere. I got freaking who else? Who else is beating me? Oh, speaking of tall freaks, Satnam Singh comes in.
Oh man,
chops the life out of me. I mean, I think it's been more unfair matchups that Jason's booked for me rather than anything. But
hey, and you said Ben Bishop, right? Big trouble, Ben Bishop.
I did wrestle Ben Bishop at PWE and CCW as well. That's 2 times I've been in the ring with Big Ben.
He took him to school.
I've yet to beat him though. That's what I would like to beat Ben when it's all before it's all said and done here. I'd like to mix it back up with him. I've gotten a little bit closer each time. The first time, he got the best of me at PWE. CCW, it's just damn close.
That was a badass match. That was a very good match.
First time I ever have seen Tyler Shoop. This is the first time I have ever seen you on a card at a show. It's the first time I ever did.
That might be where I saw you first. I'm not sure.
Was the CCW against versus Ben?
No, PWE.
PWE against Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first place I wrestled in the Nashville area was at PWE, certainly.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite promotions I love going to. They always
certainly, man. I have fun. They're a fun crowd every time too, man. I'm gonna keep coming back because I want a victory there and because I like the energy they bring.
Maybe you might get cracked over the head with a guitar by Jeff Jarrett sometime. Because
I'm always ready. Yeah, I'm always watching for that. Because Cody. That's another thing. Cody likes to get involved in my matches, and Cody's cost me a couple victories there too.
Oh no, not Cody Angle. Not Cody Angle.
Yeah, I'm always watching out for Cody.
Well,
never.
Jay, I'll pass it back to you.
Hey man, we've got all kinds of time. You can talk about whatever you want.
I got nothing to do.
Colby, by the way, I've known him since he was 17, bro. He worked at Best Buy with me as LP. I've met him long time ago. So I've been following Colby I've known him for a very long time.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, he was a little bitty kid back when I met him at 17. He was getting there. He was ready. I knew it. But anyway, I don't want to focus on that. It's on you.
That's cool.
Let's see. I got sidetracked. Let's see. This is why I write them down. What's something you learned very quickly about wrestling that you wish you had known before you started? Was there anything that I know I keep asking you these questions? You kind of made for this. You were like born for this, but I'm throwing questions like, I wonder.
You can't please them all, and it hurts trying.
You can't, man. That's the hardest part. I know
that could go a lot of different ways, but you can't please them all, and it hurts trying.
Yeah.
So, what is the story behind your finishing move, the shoop-de-doop?
The shoop-de-doop.
The shoop-de-doop. That's news to me because I've never referred to a move of mine called the shoop-de-doop.
What is the shoop-de-doop? That's what I was wondering.
What is the shoop-de-doop?
I don't know. I was looking on Cage Match. And I was looking at your stats, and that's what they call it on there. That's what they call your finisher on there.
A
Cage Match has got me. My finisher is the shoop-de-doop. Well, that's out of date. My finisher is the drop set, and it's a reverse elbow drop from the top rope. You often set up by the final set, which is a ushigoroshi to the back, DVD to the back of the head, or a suplex, which is the most powerful move in professional wrestling, the fisherman suplex.
I don't know. The Poke of Doom is always seemed like a stronger finisher. The Poke of Doom.
I'd love someone to try to do that to me. I would love someone to try to give me.
I don't even think what is a Poke of Doom. I don't even know if I know what. Why do I not know that?
WCW, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Oh, how did I miss that? I know I've seen it. I've seen them all, but the finger Poke of Doom.
Look, I don't know who runs Cage Match, but they've got your finisher, I guess, out of date. I don't know.
Well, Cage Match
need to fix that.
Anytime, actually, any matches it says I lost on there is probably wrong anyway. They should only have victories.
Only victories. Okay.
For sure.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. All right, Jay.
Oh yeah. let's see. Who was one of the first people in wrestling that helped you or gave you honest guidance when you were just starting out?
Certainly Dr. Tom Pritchard. I can't say enough. I talked about him earlier a little bit, how I went and trained under him, but I can't say enough good things about him. He's brutally honest with you. He's going to tell you like it is. But he's going to also tell you when you're doing something right and when to keep going and stick your head down. And I'd say Dr. Tom was probably the biggest influence early in my career. There are a couple big moments that I feel like I had. I wrestled KC Navarro. He's on TNA Impact. And actually, that was in Nashville as well. It's Fight at the Fiesta for Pro Wrestling Revenge. And he beat me, but we had a heck of a match. And after the match, he raised my hand. He let the crowd know that he felt that I was up next. And then he kicked me in the balls.
Oh.
So I'm not super happy with him as a human being, but that was a big moment for me as someone on television at the time, kind of letting the people in Nashville know that who I've been competing in front of for a long time, that I'm kind of up next and all the work I've been putting in is paying off. So that was a big moment for me early in my career. Wrestling against QT Marshall shortly after that was a pretty big moment for me. Another guy that I didn't beat, but I'm coming after. I would love to get that win back against him one day. I put on, I guess, an athletic enough performance that he wanted to keep bringing me back, and he's helped me be a mainstay at his revamped One Fall wrestling promotion in Georgia, which is absolutely crushing it. I feel like is the best promotion in the Southeast right now. You can catch us on Triller TV every Wednesday night. We got new episodes with some awesome matchups with a ton of stars that you're going to see on your television, a ton of guys from Ring of Honor now. So wrestling against QT was huge, a big moment for me. That's another big step for me where I felt like I gained a lot of confidence. And then last year when I beat Richard Holiday for Pro Wrestling Symphony in Nashville in the Brooklyn Bowl, that was a big moment for me too. Richard Holiday is, I mean, people have seen it now on the internet. He's at the Performance Center right now. He's got a tryout. He didn't hit the signature move on me. Sorry, Dick. He couldn't. Shoop Trains Harda. So that was a big night for me because a lot of people talk about how he's the top guy on the independent scene. Him, Joe Alonzo, guy I beat at CCW, had great matches with, but I got the better of that are considered the top right now, and I beat him. So if I can beat the top guys right now, what does that make me? It makes me at the top too. So I believe I'm at the top of the game right now, and I'm ready to prove it all 2026.
You should be in the top. I don't understand that. That's what I don't get that either. You should be a champion at like every place that you step. I don't.
It's coming, man. That's why I'm committed to the routine. It's coming. I don't.
You're paying your dues, man. You
Yep.
do. You pay your dues times 1,000,000. So, well, go ahead. Sorry, Michael.
It's
go
coming.
ahead.
Oh, no, I was gonna say I had a comment before I had my question. You're talking about Richard Holiday. He was at the Performance Center, so much so I saw him he was in the crowd at NXT this past week.
Correct. Yeah, I believe he was one of the guys that got a tryout, and I believe they just have the guys that have been there trying out all week, guys and girls that have been trying out all week, sit in and watch the NXT tapings. So he's more than deserving of a tryout. I truly believe he was definitely a special athlete and a superstar. So he made everything he did a huge deal, and that's my goal in 2026 is to make every single match I have seem like as big a deal as it possibly could be. Every single match is my Super Bowl, man.
But he didn't hit you with the signature move, so he didn't do that.
He did not get that on me. I'm too quick. I saw it coming. I studied him. It's his go-to move. Why would I not see that coming?
Of course. So speaking of wrestling, what are your thoughts on the current indie wrestling scene? How do you see it evolving, and what excites you the most about it right now?
I think the cool thing about independent wrestling is just the freedom to just kind of travel around and see the different kind of crowds and how the fans react differently where in each territory, in each part of the country here. It's in the South. There's a lot more fans that enjoy kind of the superstars and the kind of the personalities and a little bit more wrestling. But then up in the North, you kind of go and they want a little bit more moves, a little bit more athletic, action-packed matches. So kind of just adapting to different styles from throughout the country is what is exciting, and just the freedom to kind of go around and venture out and meet new people and kind of connect, because that's really all this is just who you know at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. That's very true.
And yeah, it's I wish wrestling everywhere was a little bit more like the North. Like I love the flashy side of things too, but you don't see a lot of wrestling. There's a lot of wrestlers that literally come out and do like 2 or 3 moves and go about their business. So
Right. Yep.
it's unfortunate. I wish the Southern style would be more like the wrestling style, so the flashy side as well.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But
when you say the 3 moves of doom, I'm sorry, I don't mean that. You say the 3 moves of doom. Do you not mean the 5 moves of doom?
huh?
You can't.
Yeah,
You talking to me?
Yeah, talking to you. Yeah, the 5
What?
moves of doom. You can't.
The 5 moves of yeah. You lost me, man. You lost me. I was totally on a different wavelength right there. You kind of stray on me some and lose me a little, but I have to pull myself back in too. I think the questions as I'm going along too, like stuff. Well, you write questions down and you think of stuff as you go along. Like, wait a minute, I want to know about that too. So
certainly, yeah.
But I mean, you can go ahead, Michael. I've only got, I had like 2 or 3 things. You're the one that had, you're the professional here. I just want to hear his story. I just want to hear him talk.
You're very kind saying the professional. You're very, knowing I'll say this on air. I've only been doing this almost 2 years. This is April will be my 2-year mark.
So,
okay.
Being a
so I'm maybe 2 months. I think total I've been able to do it.
No, this is all. I'm just glad you guys brought me on here, giving me a platform to speak on, because I can talk all night.
Well, everybody's gonna know your story. That's me too. But that's the whole goal of this whole thing, is to have you guys on here, guys, gals, whoever, wrestlers, to tell their stories, because we get to see you as Shoop Harda, but we don't get to see you as Tyler Shoop. We don't get to see like who the person is on the outside. The fans. My goal. I'm not talking really loud. I feel like I'm talking really loud. My goal is to get everybody that I can on this show to tell their story, because it doesn't, you're a fan of Shoop on stage, but you can also see the deeper side of Shoop too.
Certainly. I get it. Yeah. No, that's how you connect. Man.
But
I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. But go ahead, Michael.
I know we've talked about it a couple of times already. You were trained by Dr. Tom Pritchard, who has worked with stars like Kurt Angle and The Rock. What is one lesson from him that changed the way you approach wrestling now?
Let's see. What? There's a couple. There's one quote of his that came to mind that I'm actually gonna I'm gonna keep to myself just off air. But kind of back to what I said is, I'll go back to what I said earlier is, when I said you can't please them all and it hurts trying. He's got a famous quote where he says, "Flavors of ice cream. Everyone's got different flavors of ice cream. Some people like vanilla, some people like Rocky Road, some people like strawberry." So the cool thing about wrestling is there's not really a right or wrong way. There's not a direct way to do something. There's just a ton of different. It's just a platform for you to perform and kind of do what you do best. And some people are not going to always like the way you do certain things. Certain things you say, but then there's some people that are going to go to bat for you and vouch for you and love everything about you and eat everything up. So I'd say different flavors. One thing he always says is there's going to be different flavors of ice cream. So just learn from that.
Okay. So would you rather, I'm just going to throw it off cue. Would you rather be a heel or a face? Which one do you prefer? I've seen you in several. I'm thinking about it. Which one would you,
It's perspective, but because I never see, I don't know. I'm never the bad guy. I don't see why people would ever consider me the bad guy. But there's a certain rush and high that you get from when an entire crowd is raining booze down on you that you can't get in too many other sports and certainly at any other jobs. So I do kind of like being the bad guy. I do kind of like pissing off the hometown crowds. So, but I also love performing in front of the people who have consistently came to see me and kind of learned and followed my journey and followed my story. So when I'm in Nashville, in the Texas Troubadour Theater, I couldn't imagine coming out any way differently than I am right now. Like the people of that building have my back every single match, and they've seen me get my ass kicked. They've seen me come back and punch somebody in the face. So I could never turn on the people of Nashville, Tennessee. But when I like to venture out, sometimes I get a little cocky, and it doesn't always connect with the places I be traveling to.
I don't think the people in Nashville would let you be a heel. I mean, even if you
Nah.
came out and you flicked them off, I still think you have just built that hot. I mean, when you come out, when they hear Shoop, I mean, it's done,
Shoop.
man. It's
Salt
when
and
Salt
pepper,
and Pepper hits, that's it, boy. I mean,
I
we're ready.
agree.
I mean, I know you see me there. Me and my daughter stay as close as we can. So
it's a cool feeling, man. That's what I'm saying. That's the other flip side of the coin. I say you get a nice high from people booing down on you, but there's nothing cool. I mean, it's something that's special to me. There's nobody else in the world can do this. Is when I say Shoop, Trains, and I don't even have to say Harda. The entire crowd says it back to me. I mean, that is the coolest feeling in the world, and that's like a rock star having his music sing back to him. So I'm so fortunate to have fans that support and care and get just as fired up as I do for big matches in that building right there. I can't wait to be back there Saturday night.
Dude, you already know. You already know, man. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. I'm excited too. I think about it all week too. So yeah, sorry, Michael. Like I said, I'll just keep going crazy.
So before you walk through that curtain or walk through that stage door to go out to the ring, do you have a pre-match ritual or superstition?
Not superstitious. I do get warmed. I do the same stretch, activation, circuits, warm-ups that I do. I don't do a ton of band work, but I do some calisthenics for my body. I mean, normal stuff that I would get prepared to play football or any other athletic competition, but I don't have like no superstition or anything that I do typically the day of a match or right before I walk out.
So you don't because I've had different stories. Like some people say they'll listen to a certain song to get them like in that mindset before they go out to the ring.
Salt and Pepper's here.
Salt and Pepper does fire me up. Nope, I'm just clearing my thoughts. My thoughts are clear, thinking about what I can do, how I can attack my opponent and go achieve victory. Sometimes I'm thinking about where we're partying at after the show, but
hell yeah.
But most of the time I'm just focused on clearing my thoughts, focused on victory.
Do you were you done, Michael? Did I cut you off?
Yeah. That was my question. Yeah.
Keep going. Oh, that was your question.
Oh yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you, man. So would you prefer I know a little bit of back behind the scenes stuff too. Would you prefer to call the match in the ring or actually have a plan? I've had a lot of guys, like the older guys, of course, like chasing people, like I'd rather call it in the ring, but like would you rather, like how does that I've heard so many different stories, is why I'm asking.
There's a time and place for everything. Actually, Chase is. I should have spoken about him earlier. When I talk about guys, I mean, my first couple months at CCW, that guy and I did not get along. We went to war. We battled all the way around the Texas Troubadour Theater last January. That night, I beat him. We went and got me a Jack and Coke. We sat and partied for a couple hours. We didn't even party. We just sat and talked. He kind of talked to me a little bit about professional wrestling, and he told me he had a very bright future, and he was really impressed by me. And ever since then, he's still got his Chase ways, but I will say me and him have a respect for each other. And Chase is someone who early on in my career definitely kind of helped give me some confidence and gave me some great advice to kind of further myself. But back to what the original point was. What was the question? I'm sorry. I completely got off topic.
I blanked out too.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You can just pick up there. What were you? What was the question? Did you ask the question?
No, you did. It was would you rather call the match in the ring?
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
So like I was saying, I mean, like a guy like old school guys, that's kind of all. That's how they were brought up. That's how they were trained. That's all they did. It's a little bit newer generation now. Guys are trained differently. Guys do it differently. There's a time and place for everything. Sometimes if it's certain shows and certain fan bases, like that's kind of what I was talking about too earlier, is the difference in fans. Like sometimes in the Southeast, you have a little bit more freedom. You can go out there and maybe just call a match in the ring, and the crowd's not expecting as many high spots or is expecting as many athletic moves. But kind of maybe if you go up north nowadays, the Indies specifically, or some maybe West Coast or promotions, they want a little bit more of the high spots, the athletic moves, where you maybe can't just go out there and call it in the ring. Maybe some stuff in the back. So that, to answer your question, that's what I would say there. Cool. I don't have a preference. I'm trained by Dr. Tom to be fortunate enough to be able to call it on the ring.
I always wonder because you hear different stories from different guys, so I like to see everybody's perspective. It's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead, Michael. I'm sorry.
You're fine. So, do you have like a dream opponent or like a dream match that you want to be a part of? Like, I know.
Dream opponent.
Yeah, sorry.
No, a dream. Like, if I could, can I place myself in any time period? And
yes.
Like,
yeah. Anytime period.
If I could put myself in any time period, I would go back and I would wrestle The Undertaker at WrestleMania between like 05 to 2009 or 10. I feel like that was when he kind of had that run with Orton, Shawn Michaels a couple times, Batista. When there's a couple to Edge 2008. Yeah, those WrestleManias where they all thought like that was when people are starting to think, okay, this guy's gonna break. Like that was. If I could wrestle The Undertaker and I could have been the villain for The Undertaker, trying to end the streak during that period or any period really would have been that's my dream storyline is to have been the guy to end The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak.
Okay.
That would have been the best task of them all. That's one of the biggest and the best you could do right there, man.
What about like a match? Like what kind of dream? Like a special stipulation, like Extreme Rules or like a Money in the Bank.
I've done a steel cage match. I've done a couple steel cage matches. One against Casey Kazana, one half of the Country Gentleman from NWA. That was very early in my career, and I mean we went to absolute war. That's still one of my favorite matches to look back and watch. Just because we trained together, we kind of came in together. We were very competitive with each other early on, and it all finished up inside of a steel cage, just like how it should. Which I won, by the way. But a match that a Money in the Bank match would be awesome because if you win that means you're probably going to be the next world champion. Elimination Chamber would be cool because you're fighting for a chance to compete at WrestleMania. I've done some Rumbles. I've never done the WWE Royal Rumble. I'd love to be in the WWE Royal Rumble because that means you're competing for a spot at WrestleMania as well. I don't desire to compete in hardcore Extreme Rules matches, but if it calls for it and I'm getting paid to do it and that's how I win, that's how I'm making my money, then I'll do it. I'm a competitor.
It's awesome. Who's your favorite wrestler? Is it The Undertaker?
No, actually, I did like The Undertaker a lot growing up. My favorite wrestler of all time would be Edge, actually.
Oh man, he's awesome.
Edge, I was a big fan of Edge. I was a big fan of Chris Jericho, Randy Orton. Something I always liked about Jericho is how he was able to fit anywhere on the card in so many different roles, and his value to a professional wrestling company is incredible, and it always has been. He's been the top guy. He's been a top heel. He's been a top babyface. He could be in a tag team. He could be in the main event. He could be in the opening match, and having that versatility makes you an absolute star.
Do you think he's inside the box? There's something going on in wrestling now. They said everybody said it's Jericho. I don't keep up with a lot.
I haven't. Yeah, no, I did see that one too. I saw that. I don't know. I hope so. I mean, that'd be super cool to see. I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe you're just talking about him. I was like, I wonder. That would be cool if it was you. It should be you. Why is it not you? I need to call them.
I don't know. Call Trips. Call Triple H.
You were talking about Jericho. I'm going to quote Jericho right now just to describe how he has been to this business. He just gave us the gift of Jericho. Drink it in, man.
Drink it in, man. Yes, sir.
So, is there a opponent that you face like so many times that you just y'all know each other so well in the ring that y'all click together and y'all just like make magic every time?
Yeah, there's been a couple opponents that I definitely look back on and have been great rivals for me, then great dance partners, as they say in the sport. I mentioned them earlier. Casey Kazana, very early in our careers, we went at it a ton of times, and every time was always got a little bit better. And we knew each other so well just from training together that those were always great matches, especially for early in my career. Another guy, Gustavo. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Gustavo.
Yeah.
Very early in my career, I was kind of didn't really understand the whole dancing thing. I didn't think he was taking it very seriously, so it kind of bothered me. So we had a couple. I let him know plenty of times over here in Knoxville, East Tennessee, that No más bailamos. No más.
Yeah, nobody likes volleyball.
Another guy is my opponent this Saturday night. This will be about the 10th time between tag matches, trios matches, singles matches that I'll be in the ring with Elijah Drago. And every match has gotten more physical, more intense. And this Saturday night, we're gonna blow the damn roof off the place against each other. I'm pretty fired up about that.
I mean, it's going to be high flying nonstop. I mean, both you guys are just friggin' like fast nonstop high flyers. I can't imagine, man. I mean, it's going to be a high quality match for CCW. I mean,
Yep.
It's going to be. I mean, it is. I mean, that's a level of like, yeah. I mean, that's a main event level match for sure.
I'm fired up, man.
Yeah. Anyway,
Forgive me, Jay. Before let you get your question.
Oh man, I've only got like one question or two left.
I would feel remiss if I didn't ask this because the inner pop culture nerd in me. You say his name's Drago. Are you gonna be the Rocky to his Drago?
If you actually on my Instagram back in June, the first time we wrestled each other back in, I believe it was June of 2025. I do have a Rocky inspired promo. If you got time, you want to find it on Instagram. June 13th or something was the match. So it was probably a week or two before that. For my I have a Rocky inspired promo for my first match with Drago.
I'm gonna look that up for sure.
Forgive me, it's the inner pop culture nerd.
No, you got it. No, it makes a ton of sense, and that's an easy story to tell, man.
My biggest question, basically my last question, is what do you want to see in your future? Like, what do you have plans for your future? I know that you want to. I know you got to have big goals, but what do you want to accomplish?
I do have big goals. My goals, and they're pretty simple. Like, they're straightforward and written down that I want a TV contract, whether that's with WWE or AEW. TNA's on the rise again. I would like to be signed in the next couple years to a TV contract. I want to make a lot of money professional wrestling, and wherever I'm at, I want to win the championship. Yes. I have goals to compete all over the country, and I want to wrestle in stadiums, whether that's for WrestleMania, for AEW All In. I want to wrestle in the biggest arenas, the Tokyo Dome. Like, I want to be great. That's really, I guess, what it comes down to is I want to be great. I want to be one of the greats that travels around the world, and people all over the world know who Tyler Shoop is for being a great professional wrestler. He won championships and he had success, and people just remembered me.
You're getting there fast, buddy. Brother, you got it. I'm telling you. Yeah, you're chasing. You're doing amazing. That's what I'm saying. You're moving up fast. That's what I mean. Since I've started following you, you moved up like skyrocketed. So I see that happening. It's gonna be this year. I can feel it. It's gonna be this year.
I appreciate it. I'm committed.
Before I get to my question, you were talking about your career. If you ever, whenever you do retire, whatever you do, this is just as a joke. Whatever you do not face Gunther for your retirement match.
Oh my God!
Don't do it.
I would. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I don't think he did put me out. I don't think he can put me down. I think I might feel some of those chops.
You might not even feel the chops.
But no, I'll feel them. But Shoop trains harder.
That's it. That's all that matters.
So I know I asked you about your cheat meal and all that in your resume. Besides working out, when you're not training or wrestling, what are some things you like to do for fun? Like, do you have like hobbies? Like, I know like there's one wrestler, obviously Matt Cardona. He collects figures. He collects figures like there's no tomorrow. Do you like collect anything or like play an instrument, anything like that?
My hobbies include watching wrestling for film study and training in the gym for wrestling. So no, to answer your question, no, I don't do a ton outside of training myself, training other athletes, preparing myself to be a better athlete, or traveling the roads to go kick ass.
And that's why he's going to be better than everybody else. And he already is.
I'm so locked. I'm too locked in. I'm sorry.
No, that's awesome. Like your dedication. That's why like your dedication is just ridiculous.
I don't have a ton of TV shows. Like, people ask me like, do you watch this quote from like certain movie? Like, I didn't see that movie. Like, I don't get time for movie. Like, I'm sorry, I don't have time. No, I'm a busy man. I'm working my ass off 24/7.
I thank you for taking the time to do this. Like, that's what you like. You giving us the time just to tell us your story. I know you're busy.
Anytime,
man.
Anytime. Seriously, I would love to. This was an awesome opportunity. I appreciate you guys letting me come on here and talk.
No, it's no problem at all.
making the character Tyler Shoop, did you take from like? I've heard this from somebody who in this business you take and make it your own. Did you take from anyone else to make what Tyler Shoop? No One Trains Harda.
So Tyler Shoop is really just me turned up to 10. A lot of the guys that I said I enjoyed watching. I'll try to. I don't steal. There's nothing that I've directly like stolen, but I do like try to watch people who are great and made money doing this and see what they were doing, see how the crowd reacted to them, see how the feeling that they gave people and kind of instilled in people, and that's kind of try to what I try to emulate through people that were great and people who came before me that were great. But no, Tyler Shoop. I mean, this is the character. Tyler Shoop is what you're. I mean, there's not much difference between Tyler Shoop who trains Harda and Tyler Shoop who just trains Harda. Like I'm just me turned up to 10, and I'm fired up when I walk out the curtain. So it really is magnified. But what you see was what you get with me, and the people want authenticity, and there's nobody realer than Tyler Shoop right now.
It's awesome.
Okay. So
it's awesome.
What made you choose salt and pepper for your interest? Like, choose.
I mean, come on.
His last name's Shoop, dude.
Come on.
His last name's Shoop.
Hey, come on.
Shoop.
I had to ask. I had to ask. I would.
My question.
It's a banger.
Instead of that, my question would be, what's with the jacket? Where'd you get the jacket originated from? That's my question.
Both. I've had 2 jackets now, 2 custom jackets, both made from Stewart and Strauss, just online company. I got a brand new one actually it's getting made for me right now. It's my best one yet. I don't want to give any secrets away about what it looks like, but this is a WrestleMania superstar level jacket that I'm gonna start coming out repping, and it's just gonna continue to add to the grandiose and everything about Tyler Shoop that I'm excited to show off every time I come out that curtain.
Speaking of the jacket, how did you come up with the design for your jacket? Like, with you being a football player, did you say, like, yeah, that's what I was getting to. Like,
yeah, I thought it was
I know kind of play football. You like the varsity jacket and all that.
Yeah, I think it was a kind of like an ode to my. That's a good question because I never really thought about it. I was just like, okay, I don't want to wear my Penn State Letterman jacket, but I kind of like the idea of a Letterman jacket. Ric Flair, I mean, he didn't wear a jacket, but I like to go back and study Ric Flair. Back from when the Territory days, back when he was a world champion, running the show. I thought the robes that he'd come out in always made him seem like a big deal, and that's something Dr. Tom told me. You asked about advice that he said. I guess this could actually apply to that. Something he said is, I remember early on in my career, I wore like a T-shirt or something out to the ring before I had the jacket made, and he's like, "Why you wear the T-shirt out?" And I was like, I don't know. He's like, don't wear something that someone in the third row could have. Kind of find something that you can make your own and really kind of stand out and have special to you. So that's when I was like, okay, perfect. The Letterman jacket from college, but I'll customize it and make it for Tyler Shoop, who trains Harda, not Tyler Shoop, the Penn State football player.
It's awesome. I love it. Go ahead. Did you have? I was going to say something. Go ahead.
You've been in this business for a few years now. If you had, if someone were to approach you tomorrow that wanted to get into this business, what advice would you give them that you now know?
I would say make sure that you get. They get the right training. But what I would tell them is, look at yourself in the mirror. Like seriously, sit yourself down, look at yourself in the mirror. Realize the commitment you're about to make, and look realistically. What do you see yourself doing? What do you want to do, and what do you see yourself doing? Because another piece of advice I didn't receive from Dr. Tom, but I got, which I always think is a valuable piece of advice, is you cannot elevate in professional wrestling until you firmly grasp how everybody perceives you. Whether that's the fans, whether that's the promoter, whether that's the booker, whether that's the other boys in the locker room, your opponent. Until you firmly grasp how people see you, even if you feel like that's wrong, that's their perspective. So you got to have an understanding for what other people's perspective of you is, and that's how you're really going to elevate and grow. I kind of digress again. I kind of forget what the original question was, but
if someone were to approach you tomorrow that wanted to get into the business,
yeah, I'd say is okay. Yeah, be real with yourself and figure out. Are you really cut out for this, for what your goal is? in this sport.
Okay.
And if your goal is you just want to wrestle on the independents, you want to wrestle locally, you want to drive 30 miles, that's fine. I think that's super cool. And like, there's a spot for everyone in professional wrestling. But if your goal is I want to wrestle WrestleMania, I want to do all these amazing things, but you can't even commit to going to the gym two times at minimum a week, then you got to be, that's what I'm saying. You got to be real with yourself. Maybe this isn't cut out for you.
You got to put in the work.
Yep, you got to put in the work. Like this is a grind, man. Independent wrestling is a grind. Like we are out here hustling. I have so much respect for everybody right now who's out here doing this thing with me. It's tough, and I'm out working all of them. That's the crazy thing.
That's why I'm doing this, man. That's the least I could give back to you guys. I mean, you kill yourself in the ring and kill your, you freaking kill your body and entertain us. The least I could do is give you a damn platform to talk about it.
I appreciate it.
I mean, I couldn't imagine doing what you do, man. I'm 42 and I have enough trouble getting out of the bed in the morning. So I couldn't imagine, like, your drop kicks, one drop kick that you do, I'd be laying on the ground, just laying there. You'd have to drag me out and pull me somewhere. So hats off to you, definitely, because I feel like an old man at my age. So
that's the difference. That's a big thing. The big difference about football. If everyone's like, oh, you're probably used to getting tackled in football. Is that more rough than wrestling? Sort of, but in football, you get hit pretty hard. Okay, maybe tap your helmet, take a play off. At worst, you got a minute to go back to the huddle, chill for a second. If you get rocked in wrestling, your opponent's going to stay right back on top of you, and they're not going to let you breathe. So that's a major difference right there between the football and wrestling conditioning. That wrestling is not easy, man. Takes a different kind of athlete to be an NFL player, but also takes a different kind of dog to be a wrestler, man.
That's what I couldn't imagine that. I mean, I think you guys are more of athletes than football players. I mean, yeah. I mean, they do
very
a lot,
different. It's so different. Yeah, no, it's very different type of athleticism. But man, you never stop me. You got to have a different kind of a motor in professional wrestling, and luckily mine don't stop. So.
Well, I'm just glad that you're hungry and we can watch you wrestle and watch your excellence. You keep that hunger and we'll keep coming.
It's not going away. Trust me, it's not going anywhere.
Speaking of like giving you the platform, we live in the digital age now where there's social media, all kinds of different social media. Do you think social media plays a role now in wrestling, like with wrestlers promoting themselves on social media? Like, just as an example, like you talked about earlier, Ben Bishop, he does this whole thing now where he does the Shindy promoter, he does the IWC leader Tribal Keith. Do you think social media plays a bigger role now than it first did?
Certainly, it's just another platform for you to connect with the fans, and the fans, I mean, at the end of the day, are who keep this business going, and their support are what's driving wrestlers to keep doing what they're doing. So, platform to connect with them and let them feel like they're heard and give them what they want is totally benefit for the professional wrestling sport as a whole. I know it's changed a lot. Like if you want to talk about perspective of kayfabe or whatever era, like before social media, but I'm sure it was a different time back then. You got to move on with the times, and I think using social media to our benefit in order to promote shows and promote ourselves is something that every wrestler should be doing.
And it's kind of crazy too. Like you still use the old ways. Sorry, I was going to add to it. Can I add to it real fast? You still use the old ways though. Like when you go out, like me and my buddies the other day, which we helped out TNA a little, and we took out flyers, man. But
yeah,
you still do the old ways. We go to gas stations. We went to vape shops. I mean, you still, you still have the digital age, but the old ways work. The old ways work just as good. So
yeah, actually, that's a great point right there. I think flyering towns and posters for independent shows specifically are actually maybe the way to go. Well, my perspective, I was talking about growing as a individual talent. I think social media is necessary to grow yourself and grow your brand, but I totally agree with that. For promoting shows and trying to sell an event, I think going to events to come watch a couple matches and network. So yeah, no, go ahead.
I know no, I was saying, me and Jason, we were talking before the show. I had something for you made just to help promote during the episode. It's in the top left-hand corner, because if any of y'all who are watching this They're going to watch this after it's dropped. If you scan that QR code in your top left-hand corner, it'll take you to Tyler Shoop's Pro Wrestling Tee shop. Make sure you pick you up
My God.
Tyler Shoop merch. Go support Tyler Shoop.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you for doing that. Now, that's a great call. Yeah, definitely go up to that QR code right there. We got 4 fire T-shirt options right there. Got some long sleeves, got some tanks. Yeah, you definitely want to hop on that Pro Wrestling Tees, Tyler Shoop store, because it's kind of like the pre-workout you can wear. They say if you put that shirt on, you go get a workout in, you're going to feel 20% more energized, 20% stronger, and you're going to have a 20% bigger pump. So you definitely want to train in some Harda shirts.
I believe it. And also make sure you guys, whoever's watching, run over to CCW, grab some tickets. Go see Shoop live. He's going to be there. We've talked about it. Go to coastalchampionship.com, I guess.
Coastal Championship or Coastal Championship Florida something. On my Instagram, CCW. Yeah. I got a link for CCW. Yeah, follow me, Shoop Trains Harda on Instagram, Tyler Shoop on Twitter. I don't got TikTok. I think it's stupid. So
it's pointless. I mean, unless you're doing crazy stuff, which I don't do crazy stuff. So
well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about because I see so many wrestling content creators. Just to name one right off the top of my head, Con Man. I'm sure you know who he is, Tyler. You see him everywhere now. You see him like
maybe if I saw him.
He's a ginger. He has ginger hair. For him, Weezy. What's the other guy's name? BDE. Yeah, BDE. Like look what he did.
Okay, I know who that is. He's on TNA. Yeah.
Yeah, he went from being a content creator on YouTube to on TNA Wrestling every week now.
Yeah, no, it's crazy the different routes people take. Yep.
Well, I want to thank you, Tyler, for coming on the episode tonight and talking to me and Jay and being our very first guest. I've had a blast getting to hear how Tyler Shoop trains Harda and how you came to be and just a little bit of your story and you taking the time because I know you're a busy man. Like money talks.
I appreciate it. Yeah, no doubt. You guys paid me good to take an hour out of my day to talk to you guys. So I appreciate it a ton. And like Jason said, Saturday night, you can find me live in the Texas Troubadour Theater for CCW.
Yeah, man. It's been a big honor, Tyler. Like I said, I was trying to get you on, man. I'm glad we did. I'd like to hear a little bit more. I bet you got more story, I'm sure.
Anytime. Seriously, anytime you guys want to bring me on, I'd love to speak. I can go on here all night long.
There's got to be a dark side of things too, right? Everybody's got
there always is. I don't think my career's been long enough. I don't know if my career's been long enough to have a ton, but maybe one day I'll have my own episode.
Did you say how long you've been wrestling? Did you actually tell us how long?
So my training with Dr. Tom actually was so Cage Match is wrong because I know on Cage Match it says 7 or 9 years or something. I trained with Dr. Tom back in 2019. But I didn't start wrestling until 2023. So I'm almost 3 years in to my active career.
I had some for 30.
I appreciate it. That's because of the foundation Dr. Tom trained me with, and a little bit of athletic gifts and just work ethic, man, grinding. Awesome. Want to be great. Want to be perfectionist, or I want to be perfect.
Okay, man,
we thank Tom for giving us Tyler Shoop. We thank because we get to see Shoop that trains Harda at all the awesome shows that you go to. So hats off to Dr. Tom Pritchard. He trains a lot of awesome talent.
No doubt, man. He's the man. He is seriously the man. I can't thank him enough. I'm so thankful for Dr. Tom.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, this has been our very first episode of From Indy to Immortal. This has been our very first awesome guest. No One Trains Harda. And this
you can't have a better show.
Just Jay. And make sure you catch us on the next one. This is our first. This is just the beginning. Wait till the very next. And we are out of here.
Thanks, Tyler. Appreciate it, buddy. See you Saturday. Guys, get
Thank
your ticket.
You guys.
CCW.